that crisp, fresh air on this miserable Saturday morning. What's going on, guys? My name is Ben and welcome back to another video. As you can see behind me, I am once again down at Mallory Performance in the E92 M3. I'll be completely honest, when the car was here last time, we loaded the map onto the car, but due to the weather being so hot, inside the dyno room, it was actually around 28 degrees, which isn't ideal for my naturally aspirated V8. So after the map, it was showing that we're actually gaining 1 horsepower. Now that obviously wasn't good enough and it didn't truly represent the hard work that the guys here at Mallory had done. So they rebooked me in today when we knew the weather was going to be really naff to get it on the dyno to see what it is truly performing. Once I took this car on a drive last time I was here, I could definitely feel the gains, but it's always nice to have something in writing so you can see it for yourself. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. Let's get the car in, strap it down to the rolling roads so I can get out of this rain and see what this car is truly performing after its remap. So as you can see, the car is once again back on the dyno. Now I must confess, when the car was here last time, Phil mapped it, but due to the weather conditions and the fact it was 28 degrees in that room, the gains were actually, well, laughable to be fair. Hence why I'm back today on a much colder day. So let's see what it runs. Now the map was, like I said, installed last time, and I've got to say, from my first drive when I drove it home, I could definitely feel an increase in power. So yeah, let's see what it runs today. Remember, if you haven't watched my previous video, make sure you go and watch that. The car ran a, what was it, 411 brake stock, well, stock-ish decats. So today we're just going to pretty much fine tune it, maybe put in a couple of crackles, maybe a few pop-pops without being too kind of ASBO-ish. I want it to sound nice at the end of the day. And let's check the results, see what it's going to run. Coming here is an absolute dangerous game because look at all the goodies they've got on the shelf. IBAC springs, pads, carbon. It just makes you want to spend too much money. But as you can hear, the car's on the dyno. It's so loud. Oh my God. Again. Oh my God, the sound of that V8. Boom, so look at that already. What a difference a cold day makes. Now, last time I was here, Phil did map the car, yeah, giving the thumbs up there because that's already much better. The car was here and I'm actually refilming this video because the gains last time were embarrassing. Like I said, it was 28 degrees in that room last time, so the car made 412 brake horsepower after the map, which is 1 horsepower gain, which is obviously pretty crap. Although he said it did make around 10 extra wheel horsepower, but now coming back on a day where it's about 14 degrees, you can see it's just ran a 422, which I'm buzzing. I mean, the car definitely felt a lot quicker on the drive, but it's also nice to have things like that just to back up your theory and just to see what you've done has actually worked really well, actually. So pretty pleased with that. What a difference a cold day makes. It is only around 7 degrees cooler in that dyno room than it was when I was here last week, and yet it produced an extra 12 brake horsepower rather over standard. Now, he did install the map previously and I could definitely feel that on the road, but I am absolutely buzzing just to see those numbers confirmed on the screen on the little dyno chart. Now, I'm actually going to go in the car for the final run, so I'm just going to a bit of a kind of different perspective. It's going to be really weird for me. I've never been in a car whilst it's being dynoed, hence these kind of ear protectors. So let's jump in the car and have a look. Right then. This is going to be weird.
This is a bit weird at first.
Yeah. It's like your first time, but you've done this a million times.
You're doing better than that. You know he puts a seatbelt on by now.
It's just going to be weird doing like 160 odd mile an hour
in your own car on the dyno.
Yeah, without actually moving.
I put it in fifth, do it in fifth gear. There we go.
Whoa. This is the weirdest sensation. 162 miles an hour. That's the fastest I've ever been in my car, but without moving.
The dials are out.
Yeah.
The dials are 117, 117.
Oh, did it?
Because then you have to do 162.
I just realised I forgot to put my headphones on as well. I was too excited. Oh, what a bizarre experience.
Once you do more power now, print that up.
Yeah.
Oh, 421.
Ah, one less.
0.5 less.
Yeah, we'll take the higher reading.
Always.
So then, just mapping in a few crackles and pops, just to, you know, why not at the end of the day? It'd be rude not to. So let's just hear what Phil has been able to do. Oh my god.
You sound like such bollocks.
I'm deaf.
Hey?
I'm deaf. What a bizarre experience that was, being in my own car as a passenger doing 160 miles an hour, but not actually going anywhere. So again, we pulled a 422 brake run, and then we done another run and it was like 421. But we're gonna go with a higher one. But Phil has also just told me that this is actually the fastest E92 M3 they have ever had here at Mallory Performance, only by about 3 or 4 brake, but I will take that, because 3 or 4 brake is 3 and 4 brake. So can't really argue with that. I'm just buzzing really. I'm so surprised at how good my car is for some reason, because I'll be honest, it was a very cheap car. So I just thought it would be, I know, a bit of a pig, but hearing things like that, hearing from the guys here that the car is just solid, the third gear is pull strong, and the fact it's the fastest M3 they've had here just makes me absolutely buzzing really. I'm absolutely so in love with this car, it's brilliant. Right then guys, there we have it. The car has just been on the dyno and has rolled out at 422 brake horsepower. I think initially me guessing at 440 was a little bit ambitious. Phil absolutely worked his magic and wringed the neck out of this M3 to get the best possible results. He also added in a slight burble and crackle map, so now when I rev, it sounds just really cool, to be fair, and a bit ASBO, which I love. So I can't wait to get it out on the road. I'm absolutely buzzing now that the colder air has proven the true gains from the car, from its first initial run of 411 brake to now running 422. I'm buzzing. I am absolutely over the moon with this car. It's an absolute animal, honestly. I just can't believe I'm insured to drive it, essentially. It's so sketchy, so scary. I'm in love at the end of the day. But anyway, guys, I thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you do not miss out on any of my future upcoming content with the E92 M3. I'm sure this won't be the last mod I do with the car, so make sure you stay tuned. Once again, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.